Okay, we're back. I'm gonna finish up these Steiner mechs real quick. I'm just still tuning stuff. We got 23 minutes to finish these. They're almost done. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Okie dokie. So we got a. Let's see. Am I missing anything here? Oh, my background audio is not playing. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Copy this. And we go back to here. And we go here. And we paste it in. Yeah, it'll work. There you go. Now you got background noise and stuff. Stuff that people want to hear in a video. Okay. So, pretty much, the wash is dry now. We're going to do a little bit of dry brushing on the white, just to brighten it up again a little bit. A little bit of dry brushing on brighter silver. Just add a little pizzazz to the guns and stuff. And then we're going to put white really thinly where the lenses are, and then put a red over it to tint that to red. It should be pretty bright when we're done. These steps are all pretty quick, so try and keep up. We could use white scar here, but I don't want to. I want to use those for the lenses, not the dry brushing part. We were using Praxetti light, or whatever the heck it is. Here you go. Which these dry paints are sort of one of the stranger things GW has made. I don't know if they're still making these anymore, but if you look inside, you can't tell. It just looks like a paint, but it's actually kind of like a gel. And you'll see if I want to poke it. Let's see. It's kind of springy, but it's intended for dry brushing. It works pretty well. I think the biggest thing I've noticed about these is that they have pretty good shelf life. Because they don't separate, but I feel like that's because they're sort of gel based or something. Alright, so this guy, we just want to bring some light back to this. 'Cause right now it's just kind of gray. We don't want to totally remove all that shading we did. We just want to add lightness. This knee pad, we'll brighten that up right there. And then the top of the gun, especially. Want to keep brightening that up. And the shoulder pad. And we use this white on the blue parts. After you get some of the paint out of there, you can go ahead and kind of hit it. You just don't want to go crazy with it, because you're not, these things are highlighted, but not as much as the white. There you go. Like I said, this is pretty quick. It's just kind of a post-wash process. A lot of people do the wash and then quit, and you lose a bunch of the gradients you worked for when you do that. I like going back just to help bring more contrasty bits to the textures. And really I'm not using very many colors. It's just wash and then highlight, and then wash and then highlight. And you're building up more and more gradient colors. It's nice. Little back edge there is nice and brightened up. I'll just at the top a little bit, just to give her some love. There we go, there's that one. Now, these robots have so many hard edges, but they really benefit from this process. It's hard to go wrong. And I'm avoiding this like red metallic barrel, because these highlights won't look quite right if we hit that. Okay. This one shoulder, I just want to hit it extra. There you go. These are probably more weathered than some would do, but I don't know. I feel like it gives a more realistic look, if you can say that about a fictional model from a sci-fi tabletop universe, but we want to be a little sparing the dry brushing we put on the blue parts. We don't want to erase our blue. And we continue. Oh, look at that. See that spot right there? We're going to try to cover it up. Okay. Good old Addy boy. I was asked not to paint the face white, like is very common with these atlases, which I think is only going to serve to annoy people, but it's fine. It's fine. This shoulder, or this arm, I really like because of the circles on it. It just, I get to use those to kind of deliver highlights in a cool gradient way. Need a little more on there. Okay. Oh, let me hit the other stuff a little bit. Not a lot, just enough to help it stand out again. Don't think we hit it on the atlas either. It doesn't take much. We already have a lot of highlighting going on here. Just cut some edges, make them stand out. Oh, Dr. Chungus. Oh, it's too much, a little too bright. There's that. In there. Okay, there we go. Nice, dirty robot. Okay, dry brushing is done. Oh, we're gonna hit the metals. I think we should use a smaller brush for that. We're gonna do the white first, because it'll be quick. And then while the white is drying, we can do the metal dry brushing real quick. Okay, we need a small guy for this. Ooh, this guy got a little abused. Should be okay. These are kind of one of my older sets of brushes. I tend to abuse my brushes and my water, as you can see the metallics floating around in there. But they kind of end up in each palette, because these palettes have like a little storage area. And then I use them for project after project until like the brushes associated with each palette get worse. And then I replace all the brushes like as a batch. It's just how I tend to do things. It's not right necessarily. Make sure you guys, I'm working on this paint clump right here. But you can't see it. Just trying to break it down. So I use this brush just to transfer it, but then this little guy is the brush we actually use. It's very fun, BattleTech, trying to figure out where the lenses are, or the cockpit window or whatever, when you have no idea where they're supposed to be. And they put them in strange places sometimes, where they make them extremely thin. There you go. There's that guy. Okay. It's easier to do this when it's a little watery. And then you can kind of let it run to the edges, since these cockpits have a physical edge. And try to use that to your advantage. Also note that I change directions to try to get the edge I want. It's easy to line up the edge away from you, but you don't want to be like coming at it like this, trying to get the edge. You want the edge opposite your brush. Okay, there's that. I think this little nose bit is actually more lens. Okie doke. So this guy, if you look, he's got kind of like 3 little sections. And this guy is just really tiny. I have it watered down in there. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of dripping like a wet white paint droplet in there. So that it'll run into the recess. I'm not actually trying to get my brush like perfectly into the hole, not touching these sides. I'm letting the water ratio do the work. Hopefully we're making okay time. With this one, we're using the let it be watery technique. And then you dry off your brush a little bit, and you can kind of feather out excess. You don't want it. This one is a really long, thin one that wraps around. So again, having it be watery helps. Okay, there's that. And last one, this cockpit is a little bigger. Not a problem. Got these little side panels. Just a little thicker than I want, so you can put less paint on the brush and kind of clean it up. There we go. Okay, so this brush is a little small for messing with the metallics. So we're going to go back to our chunky boy. For this, we don't need the palette. We can just use this. I really like Vallejo Airchrome, and not using it as an air paint like hardly at all, although I have used it that way. It's just really bright and really has an absolute ton of particles. When you're doing highlights, you get a lot after a little. Okay, so when we're done, we're going to want to come perpendicular to it and just like this on the top. And then, end of the barrel, these, I'll just get the ends of them. They stand out against the dark. That's basically it. Oh, these ones are highlighted. This guy has like a thing on his back. Sticks out. I don't know if it's like a funny rear arc gun or what, but it's there. Here, we'll do the same on this barrel. Little guys right here. And he has this axe. A little bit of that one. Like they're great. Boom. All right, that's okay, that's done. These guys. This goes pretty quick. Okay, there you go. Silver highlights are done. And then the last we'll do is we'll go back, we'll hit that, get some of that red on there. For this effect, we're going to use some ancient technology of Spirit Stone Red. And we're just going to go straight out of the pot with our little brush. Where did the little guy go? And then I'm going to call these guys done. Dunscaronis. So this was intended as a way to make painting spirit stones easier. I never use it for that, but because it dries glossy and is like semi-translucent, it's really good. It's a way to quickly do lenses on things. Bring it a little more there. Just a little bit more. See how that turned out? feel like touching up that log. Maybe a little too much. A little more of this. All right. And voila, we are done. The brushes have been further abused, but the project is done. Definitely put this to dry before I have to go. Yep. But we are done, skis. Thanks everybody for watching. This was the first time I've recorded this.